All right, what's up, guys? So day 20 of the 6-day SMMA sprints, and so for this video, we're going to be addressing a comment or a question in the comment sections of one of my latest YouTube videos, and this is from Tommy. So Tommy, what's up, man? Thank you for your comment. He says, good video, would really love a video breakdown on how to run ads, get clients, and make them work. Stuff like how much to spend, KPIs, and what to look for. Great question, and this is probably the most important thing when running an agency. How do I actually acquire clients? If you solve this, you're not going to go broke. And so if you are sub 10K a month, what I will say is just cold call. Cold call, scrape lists, scrape lead lists from Google, get really good at cold calling, and just really define the art of sales. As you guys know, sales is a timeless skill. If you know this skill, you're never going to go broke, and it applies not just to business, but to life in general, relationships, negotiating, on negotiating whatever it is in your life, whether it's with friends, business, whatever it so be. And so let's address some of his questions now, which is when you do run paid ads, how to run ads to get clients and make them work. So how to make them work. It really comes down to not being lazy. It really comes down to rinsing and repeating the cycle of testing, finding winners, doubling down on the winners, creating different variations around those winners, turning off the losers. Now, Meta will allocate spends toward what it thinks it's going to work. And you could also force it to spends on ones that haven't gotten spends by either duplicating the ad set or creating a separate ad set alone to those ads or those creatives that weren't getting any spends whatsoever. And so what do I actually test? What I will say is start on Facebook Ads Library, start looking at what everyone in your niche is doing, your competition, and then just make different variations around there. If you don't know what to do, or if you don't know how to run ads at all, that's where I would start, right? It's kind of cheap, but don't be cheap and just copy and paste and steal. I know some people actually steal like my mentor's video ads, which is fucked, and that's crazy. Never do that. That is terrible. But find creatives from your competitors, make different variations using different AI softwares like Manus, and then launch those. Use personalized videos as well if you want. Start with a hook, start with a pain point. Roofers doing more than 1 million a year. Don't worry about shared leads ever again, whatever it so be, something like that. And test like 5, 10, 15 creatives depending on the spends. If you're spending $100 a day, test like 7 to 12 ads, anywhere in that range. Honestly, like it's fine so long you actually just keep rinsing and repeating the cycle itself. And once you then find those winners, again, create different variations. Now, here's a massive hack, which is in some of the creatives and some of the still images that I run, what's worked really well for me is using the words serious and hungry. Now, these two words are kind of like an indirect ego attack on these contractors where it's like, oh yeah, I'm serious about this. Oh yeah, I'm hungry for more growth. And it's worked out well for me. Simple ads from the creative to the landing page to a scheduling page. As simple as that. Now, how much should you spend? Honestly, think of a number right now that you're scared to spend on a daily budget. What's that number to you? Then I think you should spend that. But you also have to have full confidence and certainty in yourself that you're going to close these deals. It might seem scary, but once you start running those ads, start taking some booked sales calls, then your identity is going to change, and that's the point of this game. It's going to keep leveling up. You're going to look back and be like, oh, that was nothing when I was spending $50 a day, right? So like for me, I want to get to $1,000 a day, and so I want